Murray. 6 points for Jokic. See, there are certain players, as we know, who can really back you up and get you on your heels, and then they hit the brakes and they hit you with a pull-up jumper. They're very tough to defend.
Kevin, you said it best. Being able to hit the brakes and stop on a dime, I think it's James Harden, Steph Curry, C.J. McCollum, Kyrie Irving. Those are some of those names where guys can go in fast pace, fast motion, then stop and pull up and be on balance and knock down the shot.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. The Nuggets trail by 5. Pass to Craig. And Plumlee kicks to Craig. Back to Plumlee. The pass to Craig. Out to Morris. And the ball out of play. Conference rivals in this one, Clark. Does that matter as much as people think, or is it just another game?
I still think it matters to the players. I mean, they're a little less emotional now, rivalries. They're not as heated, a little more practical. I think it's mostly about making the playoffs and where you're seated.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the 5 spot.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Murray right side. Barton outside. Jokic inside. Covered by Chris. Jokic, no good. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this... guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Curry against Murray. A floater and the layup by Curry. Curry's got his second bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Out to Harris. Denver passing it around. Murray for 3. Offensive rebound. Jokic. And at last, they get one to fall.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr, and limiting big man Nikola Jokic is something that Coach is keenly focused on. He said he's tremendously skilled. He'll need to have active hands and always see the ball. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Murray after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Bucket is good. Jokic has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Pass to Curry. Thompson left side for Murray. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
They now take the lead. Millsap's got 5 minutes.
And, you know, I think in this day and age, you really have to be able to shoot the 3. Millsap effective at helping to space the floor.
And here is Curry following Paul Millsap's three.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points. And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are. A lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic. Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Now here's Murray. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Now the pass to Wiggins. Back to Curry. 5 to shoot. Green against Millsap. Denver grabs the miss. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
And Greg, the foul trouble was a big chunk of it. I mean, it's hard to mount a comeback when all your key guys, your main players, are watching from the bench.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Grant, he's checked in for Millsap. Porter comes in for Barton. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Pass to Curry. Drills the three-pointer. Curry's got 9.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
And Looney sends it back. And it's the Warriors on the break from 13. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And so Grant will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Inside, here's Jokic. And it's Looney with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Back to Curry with the teardrop, and he sinks the layup. 11 points in the game.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Morris outside. Here's Grant. Yep, that one goes in there.
And Grant really embraces contact, relishes it, as a matter of fact. He has no fear going to the rim or going into a shot.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Curry, and it's sent back by Jokic. And pushing it up, here's Denver. On the wing, Morris. Another 3 for Denver.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving it in.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Curry outside. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. The Nuggets on. Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does to help.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Curry, and it's Pascal in at the power forward position. Here's Looney. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pascal, the pass to Curry, over Morris. The rebound by Grant. Denver leading by 5. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
Here is Porter. The Warriors making the shot. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Down low. And the basket by Paschall. Paschall's got his first points in this one.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Porter. Here's Plumlee. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Golden State Warriors. And one area, Clark, that Mason Plumlee doesn't get enough credit in is his playmaking. He does a great job at that as a center.
I could not agree with you more. He's an outstanding passer, but when you're playing with Jokic, you sometimes get overlooked in terms of how well he passes it. But he does a good job and is really solid off the bench. Plumlee moves well, he's active, and he's a rim protector defensively, too.
Wasted no time on that one. Murray's got himself on the board with 3 there.
If you're the defense, you've got to do better on Murray. I mean, even from way downtown, he's pretty accurate.
Thompson outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Harris, right side. In the corner, Murray with it. Barton outside. Harris outside. Feeds it to Murray. He's off on that one. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Coming off that loss against the Nets. Now, Wiggins. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
Hey, it's a simple game. Just take what the defense allows. Wiggins reads it, smooth with the mid-range stroke. Knock it down.
Millsap missed inside.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Poole following the score by Jamal Murray. Poole, the pass to Thompson. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden, in part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner. And I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
Here's Poole following the basket by Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Gary Harris. The Warriors shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Jokic kicks to Millsap. Now, here's Jokic. Tight defense on him. And it's Denver scoring again.
And this is why Jokic is a star in this league. I mean, he's a top-tier center, and he can carry a team when he needs to.
Here's Poole. He's covered by Murray. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. It's good from long range. Thompson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors. Here's Murray up on top. He's got 5. Here's Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You'd have to go far and wide to find any fan that doesn't enjoy watching Nikola Jokic play. This big fella is so smooth. He's got guard skills in a big man's body, and his game is so efficient. I love watching him work.
And now here's Chris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Curry against Murray. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the half. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. Jokic passes to Murray. Back to Jokic. So they take the lead. Jokic has got 8 points here in this quarter.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
It's Curry outside. That one, no good. Nikola Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge. Standing. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, the first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 18 points, 5 rebounds, and that's...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Barton in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And it goes down 2 points.
Jokic doing a nice job getting right to the spot and capitalizing, taking advantage of the high percentage shots.
Here's Chris. And Chris throws it down. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
For 3, Murray. Chris with the rebound. The Warriors leading. Outside for Curry. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And stolen by Chris. Curry is inside. Harris is there, and he recovers it.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
Harris passes to Jokic. Back to Harris. He wants to get to Millsap and does. Barton outside. 4 on the shot clock. From the baseline. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Plumlee is checked in for the Nuggets. Curry on the wing. He's covered by Murray. From 15 feet away, Curry's shot is good. Curry's got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors.
Boy, Curry is so creative and efficient, and when he gets hot and gets going, he rains down points and baskets on the defense.
Barton kicks to Harris. Back to Barton. Harris outside. From deep three-point range, the Nuggets with another miss.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Millsap dishes to Murray. Here's Plumlee. Millsap trying to get open.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
To the middle. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Torrey Craig comes in for Harris. Curry kicks to Thompson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Murray outside. Back to Millsap. Good work there as it goes.
Hoop and harm for Millsap there. Terrific body control and concentration.
Denver making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Clark, a big jump in scoring, but I think a lot of that is because of the prolific role players we have in the NBA now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. When you think about starters putting up points and then you have guys that fortify benches and can get points in bunches, the first name that comes to mind for me, Lou Williams. A designated role of scoring the basketball in limited minutes. And when he gets it going, watch out. Nobody quite like Lou Williams putting it in the basket as a role player.
Curry deciding where to go with it. The quick look, no good that time.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Millsap against Curry. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Nuggets have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Denver making a switch here. Grant's checked in.
You know, Millsap has no issues giving the ball up to the open man. Excellent awareness there.
Curry outside. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got 4 rebounds in this game.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there is always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Here's Curry with the 3. Porter pulls it in.
Oh, it's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way. But he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Warriors trail by 4. To the inside, Thompson. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Porter. Right side, Millsap. And the layup's good off the glass. Millsap's got 7 points for the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Jokic has checked in for Paul Millsap. Here's Thompson. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Porter in the corner. Pass to Jokic. Count that bucket. And it's an 8-point Nugget lead.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength by Nikola Jokic.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Mike Malone moments ago with some words for his players.
Let's build on it. Let's build on it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Steph Curry. And there's Chris. Then there's Draymond Green. Porter outside. Knocks down the three ball. Porter's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Denver.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
The Nuggets leading by 11. Here's Morris. And he banks in the layup.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Here's Wiggins. Passes it to Chris. To the paint. Morris with the rebound.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort. Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
And Chris throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Grant. Will Barton comes in for Porter. Gary Harris is checked in for Torrey Craig. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Here's Jokic. It's stolen by Green. The pass to Pascal. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Pascal's got it back down to within single digits for the Warriors. Pass to Jokic. The Warriors pull it in. Chris has got 5 rebounds tonight. And the basket by Pascal. Pascal's got 4 points in the quarter. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Jokic finds Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And the Nuggets can't hang on to the ball. The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Warriors trail by 7. Outside Curry. Pass to Thompson. Inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Jokic.
Young, rangy big man. Chris possesses a nice skill set, and I think the potential to be a terrific player in our league.
Good on the second, so he makes them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Barton passes to Plumlee, and the shot goes in. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Here's Wiggins. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Harris. Murray for 3. Connects from 3-point range. And it's a 10-point Nugget lead.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Curry against Murray. From deep. Denver grabs the miss.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And that one's good. Barton.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Timeout called the Warriors. And Clark, one thing that makes Will Barton so good is that he fits right in among any group of players.
And I like the pace he plays with, guys. He doesn't seem to force the issue. He lets the game come to him, and when he has opportunities to explode, he usually does. He's always moving. He's active at both ends. He's a high-quality performer.
Chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Millsap passes to Barton. That's good, and it's Millsap with the assist. Millsap's got 3 assists tonight.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful. This is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And that one's good. Barton.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nuggets.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
You know, no matter what happens next time they meet, I think this was the biggest game they'll play against each other this season. Getting that 2-1 advantage means so much.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jokic.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
Here's Bowman, and he makes good on the layup.
And in dropping that one, he stops a 13-0 run by the Nuggets.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. To the inside, Looney, and he dunks it down.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Now here's Murray. From deep three-point range, off target with that shot. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. Some good cup, David. Thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
That basket off of me.